A shocking clash of narratives. One side, you have popular comedian Seyi Law and a former governor, Willie Obiano, making bombshell allegations against Peter Obi. We are talking hundreds of millions in laundered cash and a demand for a staggering 7.5 billion naira. What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Oba's Trending Gist, where we bring you the hottest and the most talked about stories making waves. Today, we are diving deep into a political firestorm that directly attacks the very core of Peter Obi's public image. For years, he has built a reputation as Mr. Prudence, a man who is careful with public funds and morally upright. But what happens when that reputation is challenged with very specific and serious accusations of corruption and extortion? Seyi Law recently went on a podcast and dropped some heavy claims linking Peter Obi to a story of an aide caught with 250 million naira cash. He also repeated the explosive allegation that Peter Obi demanded 7 billion naira from his successor, Willie Obiano, as a payback for political support. These are not just random rumors. They are serious allegations that questions everything we think we know. Is this a calculated political smear, or is there something more to these stories? We are going to show you exactly what Seyi Law said. So pay close attention, relax, sit back, and take a watch.
If you heard that a governor once had a governor's aide once had about 200 million naira cash in his car, that the governor said he should go and deliver it somewhere, and then the governor claimed that it was for contract, and they caught the person, that would you still support that kind of governor? The person said, now the people that whether they rule this country, they'll be that. Why will I support such a person? And I said that person is Peter Obi. Google it. That person is Peter Obi. But you don't know about that because you choose to be blind by your followership. I said every
this
time.
This is true and can be confirmed.
Google it. Is no. I said there was a governor who once supported another candidate that wanted to become a godfather until his person fought against him, and the person came out to say that he was demanding for 7.5 billion naira from him for the money he used to support him. And he said, now those APC government. And I said, that's Peter Obi. That was what Obiano said. And once it is the person they support, automatically it becomes is a lie. But when it is another person, it is the truth. It doesn't work that way. The truth is not selective.
So you heard it for yourself. Seyi Law didn't just hint at it. He directly named Peter Obi and even told people to Google it. He's referencing two major scandals. He alleged 250 million naira cash found with an aide, 7.5 billion naira demand made to former Governor Willie Obiano. Now, this isn't the first time we've heard these claims. The feud between Peter Obi and his successor Obiano has been a public spectacle for years, with these accusations at the very center of it. For a long time, many have wondered what Peter Obi's direct response would be when confronted with these exact allegations. Well, wonder no more. In this revealing interview on Arise News, Peter Obi was put on the hot seat and asked to address the claim from his successor. He finally broke his silence, and his response is something you absolutely need to see. Just take a watch.
How did you lose grip of the politics of Anambra State? You and the governor, your successor, Willie Obiano, you seem to be at daggers drawn.
No way.
What is happening between the two of you?
I don't know where you get your facts.
No, I read the stories in the papers.
No, that's wrong.
He has been accused you of all kinds of things.
No, what was he accused me of? Can you give me one?
Well, he accused you, for example, that he had to pay you for him to become governor. He accused you that you were not as successful a governor as you claimed, and your media man, Valentine Obienya, has responded to some of those.
Ruben, nobody have accused me in Anambra State.
No, I'm saying the governor.
No. I live in Anambra State, and nobody in Anambra State will you meet that's Anambra indigenous, even when he doesn't like me, will tell you Peter Obi was not successful as a governor. It's impossible. Come, let's walk the streets of Onitsha. I live in Onitsha. And as you know, I was a governor who was not traveling with routine of securities and everybody. Until today, it remains the same. Come, let's walk the street. That's how you know. And I live there. It's not as if I finished governing. Anambra State is the only place that have a home, have a house called my own. If you see any piece of land or house belonging to Peter Obi in Abuja, burn it down or take it. If you see one in Lagos, take it. Why have a flat in Lagos? I live in Onitsha. Not even anywhere, Onitsha. Due to my own house there. That's where I live. And I'm always there. I came from there yesterday. Can show you my boarding pass. I came from the last flight from Asaba yesterday. When I finish, I go back there. Who will live there if you didn't do well? Every road you see in Onitsha today was constructed by me. If you cross the bridge, you go and ask anybody. So nobody can tell you that you see children doing well today in America. It is me. I changed the school dynamics. They were number 26 and 27 when I came into office. And I've just called the banks where I left money. That is how you know. So it's not a question of this. Every secondary school in Anambra State, for example, have 2 buses. I bought them. I bought one in my first tenure. I bought the other one in my second tenure. No, they've never had any since I left.
So there you have it. 2 completely opposing realities. On one hand, and an accusation of 7.5 billion naira demand. On the other hand, a flat-out denial from a man who claims he owns no property in Abuja and challenges anyone to prove otherwise. Peter Obi's defense is to point to his track records, his modest lifestyle, and the verifiable projects he completed. He essentially says, look at the evidence of my work, not the words of my political opponents. This leaves us with the $1 million, or should I say, the 7 billion naira question: who is telling the truth? Is this a coordinated effort to dismantle Peter Obi's image ahead of future political battle, or are these long-standing accusations that refuses to go away because they should hold some truth? I can't decide for you, but I want to know what you think. Head down to the comment section right now and tell me who you believe. Is it Seyi Law and the Obiano, or is it Peter Obi, and why? If you found this breakdown insightful, do me a huge favor, smash that like button, subscribe to Oba's Trending Gist, and ring that notification bell so you never miss an update.